Hello everyone, I know I look funny, but here's my weekly update. I've been kicked out of my room by a baby, so um, this week was good. I've been trying to see if I can remember all the books that I don't have in front of me before I forget about them. I read some of The Forest of Silence, which is a Del Toro book. It's more for younger audiences, but I started reading it to my girls. They didn't want to read it anymore, and so I just reading it because it's short. Why not? It was enjoyable enough. And then, let's see, I think that might be it, actually, of the books I don't have physically. Besides one I finished. So I finished 4 books this week. The first one is The Lark and the Wren by Mercedes Lackey, about a young bard. But yeah, it was a decent book, not bad at all. So, I think I talked about it a decent amount last week, so if you want more thoughts, my pile won't stay together, it's gonna fall. But the other book I finished, or one of the other books I finished, was The Witches of Windshire by Barbara Hambly, book 2 in the Sunwolf and Starhawk series. I really enjoyed it. I should be reviewing the first book soon, but yeah, so again, more thoughts last week. I know I finished it this week, but I enjoyed it. I don't know what to say. I'm tired. Sorry. The next book I finished was The Birthgrave by Tanith Lee. My first Tanith Lee novel ever, a short story by her fourth. Again, my thoughts last week. I ended up thinking it was okay because there's parts I really liked, and there were parts I really didn't enjoy. So yeah, it does have some wild stuff going on in parts of it for sure, though. And then another book that I'm kind of in the middle of as well is Ammonite by Nicola Griffith. It's an okay book. Pretty much, I was actually not far into it at all beginning of last week, but it pretty much turned out how I thought it would. So I enjoyed it. Not a favorite, not my least favorite Griffith novel ever either, though. So, and then other stuff. I'm really close to finishing Dagger by David Drake. Like, really, really close. Finish this one here soon. I have a few chapters left in David Weber's Windrider's Oath. I got like 3 chapters left, I think. So hopefully I'll finish this one soon too. Really enjoying it. It's definitely the weakest of the 3 though. I also am probably about halfway through this big novel, Seven Eves by Neil Stephenson. Interesting sci-fi novel. So it's not like my favorite thing ever. We'll see. I think part 3 will probably be more my alley. So we'll see what I think of part 3. I'm still in part 2 though. And then I got one more book sitting here, which is the one I actually started maybe a month or 2 ago, put down for a while. It is He Rules Who Can by Arthur Gilchrist Berger. Really enjoying it. I didn't read a ton still this week. I was only on like page 30 before. I'm on page like 80 now, I think. Yeah. So I'm enjoying it. It's nice to read a book novel. In fact, on Tuesday we had our symposium again. Our presenter, just due to some family issue, had to drop out last minute. So hopefully we'll hear from him soon at another month's presentation. But I ended up giving like an emergency presentation, I guess, if you could say. It's mostly on sword and sorcery, actually, because that's easy for me to talk about. So that was fun. I actually even shared a quote from Weird Tales of Modernity by Jason Ray Carney. I don't know what happened to my copy, or I would have that up here too, because I read more of it this week. I haven't finished that book, but I read more of that too. So anyways, let me know what you've read. And sorry for this garbage. No one looks good, by the way. Like I'm trying to not hate on myself how I look on this camera, but if you take even like the most basic photography class, you'll know that no one looks good on this front camera for a reason, pretty much. So you'll look better if you zoom out, especially if you go up higher. But also my hair just looks funny right now. So just funny. Also, I'm just really tired, and I almost never wear this shirt. It's kind of funny. I don't think I've worn this shirt in years. So, anyways, but I had to take family pictures. So, anyhow, Leapings last time. I hope you guys had some good reading. I'm gonna get some sleep.